Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, money seems to slip away, as if prosperity is something always just beyond reach? What if I told you that this feeling of lack isn't real? That scarcity is not a reflection of your external world, but a projection of your internal vibration, a hologram created by your subconscious beliefs about wealth? You see, in quantum physics, reality doesn't exist until it's observed. Everything exists as potential, infinite timelines, infinite possibilities, waiting to be collapsed into form through your focus and frequency. This means there's already a version of you that is wealthy, free, and abundant. She, or he, exists right now, in another energetic timeline. The question is not, how do I get there? But, how do I tune into that version of myself? Scarcity is a frequency. It vibrates at the energy of fear, unworthiness, and separation. It tells you that there isn't enough, that you must struggle, that you must work harder to deserve more. But here's the truth. You don't attract abundance by chasing it. You collapse it into existence by becoming a vibrational match to it. Everything you see in your bank account, your job, your opportunities, it's not fixed. It's a reflection of the timeline you're currently resonating with. The moment you shift your energy, your reality begins to reorganize itself around that new frequency. This is not magic. This is resonance. Your external world is a mirror responding to your internal state. Today, we're going to explore how to collapse the reality of scarcity and activate your quantum wealth timeline. Step by step. We'll go deep into the science of frequency, the metaphysics of identity, and the energetic principles that the most successful people use, consciously or not, to align with wealth. The quantum field is not a mystical idea. It's the very structure of existence. Everything that has ever existed or will ever exist is already encoded within this field, an ocean of infinite potential. You are not a small being trying to create abundance from nothing. You are a multidimensional creator, constantly selecting timelines through your vibration, focus, and emotion. Each thought you think emits a frequency. Each emotion you feel adds charge to that signal. When those two, thought and emotion, align consistently around an idea, the quantum field responds by collapsing that potential into a physical experience. This is how reality is formed. So when you focus on lack, the field reflects more lack. When you vibrate in abundance, it organizes itself to support that reality. Your energetic state is literally a remote control that tunes your consciousness to specific timelines, just like switching channels on a cosmic radio. There is no future you that is rich. There is only the frequency of wealth that exists now. And you can access it by aligning your energy with it. This is why meditation, visualization, and affirmations work when done properly. Not because they convince the universe, but because they reprogram your vibration. Imagine your wealthy self, the one living in abundance, peace, and financial freedom. How does that version of you think? How do they feel when they wake up? What kind of actions do they take from that state of certainty and gratitude? The moment you begin to embody that identity, the timeline begins to shift. The field reorganizes around your new energetic blueprint. You don't have to get to that reality. You become it. And when you become it, the external world has no choice but to mirror it back to you. Let's talk about how to practically collapse the reality of scarcity. This process has three main phases: awareness, alignment, and activation. Step 1. Awareness. You cannot change what you're not aware of. Begin by observing the internal dialogue you have about money. What are the stories you tell yourself? I'll never be rich. Money is hard to get. I don't deserve it. Every time you think those thoughts, you reinforce the frequency of scarcity. Your subconscious takes those words as commands, and the field mirrors them back to you as proof. Step 2. Alignment. Once you recognize those limiting patterns, you replace them with new energetic signatures. I am the frequency of abundance. Money flows to me effortlessly because I am aligned with prosperity. I am already the version of me who lives in wealth. Speak them. Feel them. Believe them. That it's not about repeating words, it's about changing your state. Step 3. Activation. Now, anchor the new frequency through consistent action. Every time you make a financial decision from fear, you reinforce scarcity. Every time you act from trust and expansion, you anchor abundance. Your actions are energetic signals. When you spend, invest, or give from the energy of fear, you contract your field. when you do it from love and confidence, you expand it. This is how you collapse timelines, by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with a version of you who already has what you desire. You're not creating abundance, you're selecting it. To fully shift into your abundance timeline, you must embody your quantum identity. This means letting go of the old you, the version that identifies with lack, effort, and survival. That version cannot coexist with the reality of wealth. Your identity is your energetic signature. It determines what frequencies you resonate with and therefore what experiences appear in your life. When you say, "I am broke," you're not just describing your finances, you're declaring your vibration. But when you say, "I am wealthy," and truly feel it, even before evidence appears, the universe begins to rearrange in your favor. Wealth embodiment means living as if, not pretending, but activating the emotional and mental state of abundance now. This could mean showing gratitude for small blessings, walking with confidence, or making decisions that reflect trust in your financial flow. Remember, energy precedes matter. Once your vibration stabilizes in abundance, opportunities begin to emerge seemingly out of nowhere. In truth, they were always there. You just weren't tuned to their frequency. By changing your state of being, you access a new set of possibilities already encoded in the quantum field. Now that you understand the mechanics, let's talk about the leap itself. A quantum leap is not gradual improvement. It's an instantaneous shift in identity. It's the moment you decide, "I am done being the version of me that struggles." And in that decision, your vibration jumps to a new level. From there, your reality begins to catch up, not because you're forcing it, but because the field responds automatically to your new signal. You might notice synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, or even people appearing in your life who resonate with your new timeline. This is not coincidence, this is quantum alignment. To maintain that new reality, practice energetic consistency. Meditate daily on the feeling of already being abundant. Visualize light expanding from your heart, connecting you to the infinite field of prosperity. Affirm, "I am wealth. I am energy. I am abundance." Because the universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to frequency. You are not chasing abundance. You are remembering who you already are, the quantum creator of your own reality. So collapse the old timeline of scarcity. Step into the wealth frequency that has been waiting for you all along. Your quantum self is calling, and it's time to answer. What if I told you that the wealthy, abundant version of you already exists, right now, in a parallel timeline? In quantum physics, every possibility already exists as a wave of potential. You don't create abundance, you align with the frequency where it already is. This is not a metaphor. Every thought, emotion, and belief you emit sends a vibrational signature into the field. That field, the quantum field, contains infinite versions of reality, each shaped by your energetic state. So when you say, "I am broke," that becomes a frequency you tune into. When you feel scarcity, you activate the timeline where scarcity dominates your experience. But when you shift into the feeling of, "I am already abundant," the field reorganizes itself to mirror that truth. Reality bends to belief, because your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. Here's the key. To access your quantum wealth timeline, you must become the version of you who already lives there, now. Visualize that self. How do they speak? How do they walk into a room? What do they believe about money? Embody that energy every day. This is not pretending, it's aligning. And the moment your vibration matches that reality, you'll feel a subtle shift. Synchronicities appear. Opportunities emerge. People start responding to your new frequency. That's not luck, that's quantum alignment. Scarcity isn't just an external condition, it's a mental construct. It's a program you've been running unconsciously since childhood, inherited from parents, culture, and society. The scarcity matrix tells you, thought balloon, money is hard to make. Thought balloon, there's not enough for everyone. Thought balloon, you have to work hard to deserve abundance. These are not universal truths, they're energetic imprints. And as long as you believe them, you reinforce the frequency of lack. To collapse this timeline, you must reprogram your subconscious operating system. Here's how. Observe your scarcity thoughts. Notice them without judgment. Awareness is the first step of quantum transmutation. Interrupt the pattern. When the mind says, "I can't afford this," reframe it to, "How can I attract this easily?" This simple shift opens new energetic pathways. Anchor abundance frequencies. Use affirmations that vibrate with truth, not desperation. Example: money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am the energy of prosperity. Feel before it appears. Emotion is the magnetic force of manifestation. The stronger you feel abundance, the faster you collapse the quantum field into it. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to energy. When you feel abundant before the evidence shows up, you tell the field, "This is my new vibration." And reality follows. Quantum jumping is the act of shifting your consciousness to a different version of reality. It's based on the principle that multiple timelines exist simultaneously, like frequencies on a radio dial. If you're tuned into lack FM, you'll hear scarcity, worry, and fear. But if you tune into abundance 108.8, everything changes. New people, ideas, and wealth frequencies appear. Here's how to perform a basic quantum jump. Define the target timeline. Be specific. I live in financial freedom. Money flows to me with ease. I feel secure and joyful. Shift your state. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and imagine yourself stepping into a new version of reality. Feel the sensations, the air, the confidence, the peace. Anchor it physically. When you open your eyes, take one action that matches the new frequency, even if it's symbolic. This tells your subconscious, we're living there now. Quantum jumping is not magic, it's energetic precision. Your body, emotions, and beliefs become the coordinates that locate your desired timeline. Your heart is 100,000 times more electromagnetically powerful than your brain. When you feel gratitude and expansion, your heart sends a coherent signal into the field, and that field mirrors it back as experience. That's why gratitude is a portal. It's not just positive thinking. It's vibrational matching. When you say, "Thank you for the abundance that's already mine," the quantum field registers it as reality. You start attracting money, opportunities, and people who operate at that same frequency. Practice this daily. Upon waking, visualize yourself surrounded by prosperity energy, golden light expanding from your heart. During the day, notice signs of abundance, a kind gesture, a free coffee, a new idea. Before sleeping, speak gratitude for the abundance you already embody. These micro-moments create coherence between thought, emotion, and energy, the three pillars of manifestation. And remember, you don't chase abundance, you magnetize it. By now, you understand, wealth is not something you pursue, it's something you emit. When you collapse the reality of scarcity, you reclaim your creative authority in the quantum field. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your frequency. Every dollar, every opportunity, every breakthrough begins as a vibration, your vibration. So, here's your activation ritual. Sparkles sit in silence for a few minutes each morning. Sparkles feel your heart expanding. See yourself already living in wealth, joy, and freedom. Sparkles whisper this affirmation: I am the frequency of abundance. I collapse all scarcity timelines now. Do this daily, not from need, but from knowing. Because abundance isn't coming, it's already here, waiting for your alignment. You are not trying to attract prosperity. You are prosperity, embodied, alive, and radiating through the quantum field. This is the truth the rich, the awakened, and the energetically aligned understand. Money, success, and freedom are reflections of one thing: your vibration. The moment you become that energy, the universe has no choice but to mirror it back to you. Welcome to your quantum wealth timeline. You've been taught to see time as linear, past, present, future, like a straight road. But the quantum truth is, all timelines exist simultaneously. Right now, infinite versions of you coexist. One is still struggling to pay bills, another is thriving in abundance, another is teaching others how to master energy and wealth. They all exist in parallel, like radio frequencies. When you feel trapped in scarcity, it's because you've identified with a version of you vibrating at that frequency. But what if you could jump? Not through effort, not through waiting, but through energetic permission. Time doesn't flow forward, consciousness moves through time. You are not a victim of your past, you are a creator of your future by how you vibrate right now. So, the practice is not to work harder, or wait for the right moment. It's to shift into resonance with the timeline that already holds the wealth you desire. Visualize time not as a line, but as a web, and every emotional state you enter instantly connects you to a different strand. Joy, gratitude, confidence, these are coordinates in the quantum field. Each one teleports your awareness into a new timeline. That's why the wealthy seem to bend time. They're not lucky. They simply operate from the timeline where wealth flows with ease, and their vibration keeps them there. When you realize this, the illusion of waiting dissolves. Abundance is not coming someday. It already exists, and your consciousness is the vehicle that gets you there. Your beliefs are not just thoughts, they are energetic blueprints that shape the hologram you call reality. In quantum mechanics, observation collapses potential into form. What you expect, you create. What you fear, you feed with energy. This is why the subconscious mind is the true quantum computer of your life. It runs 95% of your energetic programs, silently, continuously, determining what timelines are accessible to you. If you believe money is difficult to earn, your subconscious filters out opportunities that contradict that belief. If you believe abundance is natural, your perception expands to include synchronicities, possibilities, and effortless wealth. You are constantly sending signals to the quantum field through your belief-emotion-frequency triad. To rewrite your reality, you must rewrite the code. Here's how. Identify the limiting code. Listen to your language. I can't afford it. It's not realistic. Maybe for others, not for me. These are commands, not opinions. Inject a new frequency. Instead of I can't, say I choose. Instead of it's hard, say it's aligning. Reinforce with emotion. Feel the truth of your new belief. Emotion is the voltage that programs your subconscious. Hold it beyond evidence. The field responds to unwavering conviction, not temporary hope. Belief is the master frequency. Change it, and the entire matrix rearranges around you. Your body is not just physical matter, it's an antenna. Every cell emits electromagnetic energy, responding instantly to thoughts and emotions. When you experience fear, stress, or shame about money, your body contracts. Your heart rhythm becomes incoherent, your nervous system tightens, and your field weakens. In this state, opportunities literally can't see you. Your frequency becomes invisible to abundance. But when you open your body, through breath, gratitude, and presence, you radiate coherence. Your heart synchronizes with the quantum field, sending out a signal of trust and worthiness. That's when wealth recognizes you. Try this exercise. Sit in silence. Place your hand over your heart. Say, I am safe. I am abundant. I am worthy of infinite flow. Breathe until your body softens. You'll feel a gentle expansion. That's your frequency recalibrating. The secret few understand is this: abundance isn't attracted through hustle, it's received through coherence. Your vibration doesn't lie. You can speak affirmations all day, but if your body is in contraction, the signal is distorted. When your heart and mind synchronize, you become a living transmitter of prosperity. That's the wealth frequency, a physiological, emotional, and energetic harmony that turns thought into gold. Scarcity is not just personal, it's collective. It's a mass vibration humanity has carried for centuries, built on fear, control, and separation. From a young age, you were taught to compete, to compare, to believe in lack. But that belief keeps billions of people in energetic poverty, because energy follows focus. Here's the quantum truth: there is no shortage of wealth, resources, or opportunity. There is only a shortage of awareness. Money is energy, and energy is infinite. Every time you expand your consciousness beyond fear, you help dissolve the global scarcity field. Your personal abundance uplifts the collective frequency. This is why your wealth is not selfish, it's service. When you rise, others feel it. When you vibrate at prosperity, you send coherence into the grid, showing others what's possible. So instead of asking, who am I to be rich? Ask, who am I not to be when my abundance heals the world? Your wealth becomes your medicine, a ripple of permission for others to awaken. And when humanity collectively understands this, we'll shift from a survival-based reality to a creation-based civilization. That's the quantum revolution. Abundance as a natural state. Now it's time to integrate everything, not as theory, but as identity. You are not learning to be abundant. You are remembering that you already are. The version of you living in lack is not wrong, It's just outdated data. You've outgrown that vibration. So today, declare your upgrade. I now collapse all scarcity codes and activate my quantum wealth timeline. I embody the frequency of freedom, flow, and infinite expansion. I am the creator of my abundance. From now on, every action you take, no matter how small, must be rooted in that vibration. When you spend money, do it with gratitude, not fear. When you receive, do it with openness, not guilt. When you dream, do it with certainty, not hesitation. Because the quantum field mirrors your beingness, not your effort. Abundance is not about what you do, it's about who you are while doing it. Walk, speak, breathe, and create as the wealthy version of you, now. Hold that identity until reality can't help but conform. You'll notice miracles, not because they suddenly appeared, but because you finally aligned with the timeline where they were always waiting. Welcome home to your quantum wealth identity, where money is flow, abundance is truth, and scarcity is just a dream you've awakened from.